EGM Network.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. I always say I'm very excited, but I've been talking to my guest, and the Indian River Lagoon, Vero Beach is not Vero Beach without the Indian River Lagoon. It's just not. It's just Florida with the ocean, right? But we've got this beautiful body of water that goes all the way from Brevard County all the way down to Palm Beach County. And she is someone who is committed and works every day to help to make that a better place for all of us. And I love it. I love it. I'm so excited about it because, as I say, where we live and the reason why people come here, I'm Lori Davis with Dale Sorensen Real Estate, your realtor for life. And we're sponsored by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. So what we're trying to talk about is this show is about the lifestyle. It's not about people just coming in and buying a condo or buying a house, because there's a lot of places in Florida you could do that. But what we've got here is something that's specifically different. And really, honestly, the Indian River Lagoon is got a soft spot in my heart, which I adore. Right now outside, it's hot and steamy. But the boaters love it. It's a great time to get on your boat, take a boat ride. We have some friends. Everyone that knows me knows that Jim Davis hates boats. but he likes an afternoon boat ride, Some people call it an afternoon cruise, with a cold beverage and some snacks or something like that. But it's just whether you go by day or you go by night or you take a ride down to Fort Pierce, and a lot of people like the inlet, and they've got a lot of fun things to do around there where people pull their boats up and have picnics and things. And then people like to go to the restaurants down there. Harbortown, I guess, has done some renovation. I haven't been down yet. And Little Jim's is always a big hit. If you're coming from Indian River County and just going over the bridge right there into St. Lucie County. But the waterways are so important, and I just can't tell you enough how much I love it. I would have a boat if it wasn't for my husband. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I did.
You just get your own boat.
I know. I'm going to.
The Lori Davis boat.
I need the Lori T. Davis ship. I
Realtor
do.
for life boat.
I know, right? And I put that on there, and then I take my clients around and show them property. No, a lot of people do that. So anyway, no, there are some great people at Dale Sorensen who have such vessels that if we wanted to look at property on the water, we could do that. But anyway, it is so very important. And it's summertime, and so it's super busy out there too. You have to be careful because there's a lot of people screaming around and doing fun things. But what else is going on around town? We always talk a little bit about what's up. Right now, it's kind of slow, but the beach is still beautiful. I mean, I see it every day. I just drive down by Humiston Park right there by the boardwalk, because if I've got to go from up by South Island to North Island, I take that little slow drive right there. It's amazing. And there's always people. I drive by there sometimes at 6 o'clock at night, and I see people out there, and it's when it's cooled off and they're just bouncing around in the water, and it's so much fun. I love that. I love seeing that. Whenever I go, Chef Scott Verricchio from Citrus Grill House, who is our sponsor for our beverage today and every week. Every time I go there, yesterday for lunch, today to pick up our beverage of the day, which I guess, what a great lead-in, right? Chef has provided us, and it's hot out there. So today we got a beautiful white Bordeaux. It is a wine. It is a French white Bordeaux. It's a Premier Cru. Now, Tracy and I, Zudans, went to France. We went to Burgundy, and so we're in our Burgundy phase. But this white Bordeaux, we never stop. It's something that it's so light and fresh, and it's crisp, and it doesn't have all that oak that a lot of the Chardonnays do. And if you want something that's white, I mean, a lot of people like Pinot Grigio. A lot of people like what's the other one everybody likes? A Sauvignon Blanc.
That's the one I like.
Yeah, but
I like that one too.
But the white Burgundy,
I like that one too.
It's very, very good.
Yeah, it is.
You should just try it if you go to Citrus, because it's really a delicious. And you can see the color here. It's really kind of nice and crisp.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, for the record, that my guest, who is here from Indian River County, government offices is not partaking of the beverage today because she is with the county. I'm going to put it on record. She has not and will not. It's not happening. So no, we appreciate that, but we always want to give a shout out to Citrus Grill House. You need to go over and see those guys. They're right there on the ocean. Talking about going to the ocean, you can still eat out. People are eating lunch out there still. They got the fans on. It's kind of nice. You can sit inside by the windows with the AC. He's got beautiful things. If it's not fresh, they're not serving it. And one of the things we're talking about right now is peaches are in season. Mm-hmm. So they do a peach burrata salad with a balsamic vinaigrette glaze over arugula with crushed pistachio. It's amazing. It's so good. But anyway, anything over there is really good. So don't forget to go over and see those guys. If it's not fresh, they're not serving it. Staff over there is amazing. Chef Scott is great in everything that he does and everything that he provides. So go on over and see those guys. They are wonderful.
And he's chef for life, right?
He's my chef for life.
Yeah.
He's my chef for life.
We got to tell everyone that.
I know, we do. I know. He hawked that name. He stole it.
He did.
He did. Straight up stole it right in front of me. He was like, I'm your chef for life. I'm like, oh, you can't say that. But he can, because he's my friend and he's our chef for life.
He is our chef for life.
He's always going to be our chef for life.
Yes.
Cindy, what's going on over there, producer Cindy?
I don't know. Today's my brother's birthday.
It is your brother's birthday. Happy birthday, brother. What's his name?
Randy.
Randy, happy birthday to you, brother.
Yeah. It's your birthday soon.
Mine is Saturday.
Okay. And Melissa's is soon.
Melissa, our guest, who we haven't revealed yet. Yep. Hers is the 28th. So hers is coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a lot of August
birthdays.
Mania. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people in August. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That was the Thanksgiving crew. September is the Christmas crew. I've done the math. I've had babies. I know how this works.
October is New Year's Eve.
Exactly.
Yay.
I'm telling you. It's like if you can do the math, you're like, don't even let your kids know. They'll figure that out when they get to be about 12.
That's right.
But it's so true. It's so true.
Yeah.
Anyway, our guest today is this is why. The Senior Lagoon Environmental Specialist for Indian River County. Let's introduce Melissa Meisenburg. Welcome to the show, Melissa.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you. As I said, I don't say that all the things I said because I talk about it. You can go back almost every show I talk about, especially in the summertime when it gets slow and there's just not a lot of other stuff going on. I'm like, go to the river, drop a line in the water, do something like that. Tell us about the position you have. And I never even knew it existed. Tell us about how it started.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably don't know the position is there, but the position was originally filled in 2019 with the goal of writing a lagoon management plan. Of course, we all know COVID hit in 2020, and there was a lot of stalling, not necessarily stalling, but, things on hold because life was on hold during that time. But I came into the position in 2022 and we worked on the Lagoon Management Plan and got it completed and adopted in 2023. And now we're in the implementation phase of it, where we're actually working on projects. Not that we weren't doing projects before, we absolutely were, but we're really making a concerted effort to meet the goals of the plan as well as coordinate the projects between the different departments in the county.
Now, who was a part of this plan? This was a bigger group, right? It wasn't...
Absolutely. So I can't say that everything with the lagoon is handled by the Lagoon Division with Natural Resources. Sure. We have multiple departments that are doing things that benefit the lagoon. Yes. So utilities, our Stormwater Division, our Parks, Recreation, and Conservation lands, they are all part of this large plan that's doing projects to benefit the lagoon, whether it's doing septic to sewer conversions, whether it's treating our stormwater before it reaches the lagoon, or managing our conservation lands, or buying additional conservation properties so that we can protect lagoon waterfront or the watershed. All of them are working towards that goal.
It's amazing when you think about it, but you had mentioned, we were talking about this before we started, was when they even thought about this plan, it was in like the your job was like, yes, we need that, and they checked it off in a day. It was like, yes, we need that person because
Yes.
it's that important to us.
Absolutely. And it is important because it helps us to bring our projects together
Yes.
and to work together. It can be very difficult to do that.
Sure.
We have everybody going in different directions, even though you might have a common goal. But
Yeah.
it just helps us to bring all of that together and then decide what projects we need to focus on and prioritize them.
100%. That's hard too, because this department over here, that's their priority. But that was one of the things I was so enamored by. I had read the article. And this is how we have Melissa here today. It was Vero News, but I read it 2 different places. It was an article, and it was county planting seagrass beds to replenish lagoon vegetation. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And that's where I got Melissa's name from. I called her up and she was amazing. She was like, sure, I'll be on the show. And I was like, that is so cool because this is we need to let them know what we're doing, what you guys are doing, and then let everybody else know what they can do, to take care of the Indian River Lagoon. So my question is, what are the most pressing environmental challenges you see currently, and how are they going to impact marine life, and there's also the economy?
Yeah.
Sure. So the Indian River Lagoon is a huge economic driver along the entire 156 miles of the lagoon.
Yes.
And it's important for tourism, for economic growth. It provides roughly 72,000 jobs, whether it's in commercial fisheries, recreational captains. And it's also a great place for the people who live here to have recreational opportunities like fishing on those days.
Yeah.
But we have some challenges that we're facing, and, we can't pinpoint it to one thing. We obviously, with development, we are moving freshwater faster to the lagoon, which is an estuary. So it is supposed to have a freshwater input, and it's how quickly it reaches there and what it picks up along the way. So stormwater runoff, septic systems, obviously, if we have any type of leakage. Most septic systems are going to function as they should, but as they age, they may not be. So you might get some leaky movement of that, or your drain field might not be processing it properly.
Right.
And there's now a new mandate with the state to have conversions, particularly within areas where we have imperiled bodies of water like the Indian River Lagoon. So we are mandated to move to that septic to sewer, or changing those old septic systems out into advanced septic systems. In addition to that, of course, we have fertilizer issues where excess fertilizer. Florida is naturally high in phosphorus, but people are very passionate about the way their yards look because they find pride in it, the way it looks. Yeah. But it's not necessarily healthy for the lagoon. Yeah. It's there as well. And of course, it isn't something that happened overnight. The things that are going on with the lagoon were things that were happening a long time ago, and it's going to take time to shift us back. But I think we're moving in the right direction as we see nutrient levels decreasing in the lagoon.
Good.
We're seeing seagrass recovery, where just 2 years ago we didn't have seagrass. We're now going out and finding seagrass in those areas. So I think we're moving in the right direction, but we've got to get everyone sort of on the same page, working together, because even a small effort by one individual can make a big impact when we share that information with the whole team. Ultimately, when we look at all the things that are going on with the lagoon, we put them together, it can all come back to us as people. Yeah.
It's funny you say that because with all the things that are going on, right? And I think I asked you this question, is like, can we say we're doing good? And you're like, yeah, but not so good. Don't give up yet, right?
Well, I think that even if we're doing great or we're doing good, we can't say we're doing great and good and let everybody stop doing it. We have to keep doing it.
That was the thing. She was like, no, Lori, no, you can't say that.
It's kind of like you get an A on a test and then you can't on the next one go, well, I got an A, so the next one I'm not going to study for. You got to keep up your effort so that we maintain it the way it needs to be. And I think we're moving in that direction. More and more people are getting educated about the lagoon, what they can do to be involved. And we have a large number of people who are very passionate and want to be involved and do what's best for the lagoon.
Yeah. One of the things we were talking about when we came in, because Cindy is a big fan, but there is now there's two parts. You have this Living Docks program, which is super cool, and it is oyster mats, right? Which that creates an environment well, I'm going to let the professional tell you what it does, but people come around the county and they make these oyster mats and we put them in the river. Tell us about that program.
Yeah, so the Living Docks program was actually started by Florida Institute of Technology, and they've been doing Living Docks in Brevard County for a while now, and I really wanted to reach out to their professors, Dr. Kelly Hunsucker and Dr. Robert Reaver, about bringing that program into Indian River County, and they did. They wrapped a dock at Sea Oaks, and the people at Sea Oaks were so happy about it. And I said, well, we need to do more. And they said, well, wait a minute, we have a lot we're already doing. And I said, well, then let us take it. We want to do this. We want to wrap more docks. We want this program here in Indian River County as well. So they worked with me to get the program here, and we do it in partnership with them. So we hold oyster mat building workshops where people come out and build the oyster mats, and people who have docks can apply to have their dock wrapped, and we'll do a site visit. And if their dock has, meets all the requirements that we need, so, it needs to be deep enough that we can wrap it.
Sure.
It needs to not already have any oyster growing on it.
Because you don't want to mess with that.
We don't want to mess with it.
Some of it is growing, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We do have some oyster that grows on some docks, mostly docks that aren't set in concrete or aren't wrapped with plastic. Oftentimes pilings get wrapped with plastic. Oysters won't grow on them.
Okay.
So in those cases, we then schedule with the homeowner to come out and wrap their dock for them. And then every 6 months, we come out and monitor the dock for 2 years. What we're looking for is what's growing on the mat. And then we provide that data back to FIT because it is a research project for them. We actually have a graduate student from FIT who's going to be wrapping some docks because we're looking at using alternative materials, and that's part of her research project. So we're going to try to move away from the plastic materials and find a material that will last in this heat, in the salinity, in the water, in the sun. And she's going to be doing some of that work in the next few weeks with us, going out to some of our docks and wrapping those pilings with her alternative materials. So we're really excited to be part of this. And I know those property owners are as well.
Of course,
to be part of a research project. But the great thing about it is we're not just looking for oysters to settle. We're looking for everything that could be in the marine habitat. So a dock often becomes void of habitat. And particularly if it's wrapped in a plastic material, nothing's going to settle on it. Maybe some barnacles, and barnacles are important, but we want to create like a mini habitat.
Right.
So you'll get oysters, tunicates, which are called sea squirts for most people.
Yeah.
And they actually filter out microplastics, and sponges, which actually outfilter our oysters, will all settle, and we might get small fish and crabs associated with it. Other things will feed off of the mat. And those are the types of things we're looking for.
And these mats you can wrap around a plastic pylon. So this is like the best of both situations.
Yes, we are wrapping around what's already there. So if your piling is
right, because I didn't want to take those people out because it's protective. It is obviously the integrity of the pylon is good for them. But if we can wrap it, then we've taken away the negativity of that in the environment by wrapping it.
Right.
See, I didn't know. I thought these mats were laid on the ground.
Yeah, so they do that in the north end of the lagoon. They do that in the sheltered areas of Mosquito Lagoon. But in our area, that doesn't really work. There's too much wave energy, whether it's from wind or boat wake. We end up getting that wave energy along the shoreline, covering the mats, and they would get buried. So these mats were donated by Coastal Conservation Association many years ago, long before I ever came on board, before they even had my position.
Right.
And they were just sitting there. And the oyster. And I said, this is a great opportunity for us to repurpose the materials and start this program. And we have it. Let's get going on it. And at this point, we're moving forward. I can't even tell you how many docks we've wrapped now.
I know.
We wrapped our first one in February, which was very exciting. And now we just keep getting more and more applications for them. So if you do apply, it may take some time for us to get out for your site visit, but we are coming and we will communicate that with you to get a chance to see your dock and get you scheduled for it. But for us, we're taking those mats and we're wrapping them around the piling. And attached to each mat is anywhere from 30 to 50 oyster shell that's been, already been eaten from, somebody ate the oyster out of it.
Yeah, somebody
And
enjoyed it.
That oyster shell was then collected by Coastal Conservation Association, and they processed it because oyster, when it's collected from a restaurant, needs to sit for 6 months. And then we attach it to the mats.
Yeah.
And that gives a place for things to settle.
That's perfect. All right, listen, we're going to take a break. We have to do a commercial. We got to pay for this with commercials. But we'll be right back with Melissa Meisenburg from Indian River County. She's taking care of the lagoon for Indian River County and for all of us. We'll be right back. We'll tell you more information about how to find out how to get your dock wrapped and where to make a mat. See you in a minute.
Welcome to Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Hit the zone this Friday and Saturday night at 6:30 and 8:30 for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock tariff-free coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs in the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of American-made Telescope, Berlin Gardens, and Pollywood, all with no tariff ever. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a summer sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of name brand closeouts and sale items. Come in now for our summer sale and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Well, we are here with Melissa Meisenburg. She's going to be helping us take care of the Indian River Lagoon. Now, we've been talking about one of the programs that's going to make and help the healthiness of our lagoon is your oyster mat program, your wrapping docks. Okay, that's one of the programs. There's also going to be a oyster mat program that you're going to be making these mats. Start with that, and then tell us where we can go if we want your dock wrapped.
Yeah, so usually once a month, we schedule an oyster mat building workshop where the public can get involved and come out and volunteer and help us build mats. They're usually 3 to 4 hours. You can come for 1 hour. You can come for the whole thing. We actually are holding our next one at Walking Tree Brewery on August.
Walking Tree, shout out, Walking Tree. Everybody loves Walking Tree.
Here.
Come on, come on out.
Where is it?
Make a mat, have a beer. It's great. No.
On August 23rd, we'll be there from 12 to 3 building oyster mats. They give us a great space because it's out of the sun. We have big fans so we can stay cool while we're doing it, because otherwise we're doing it outside, and that's not very fun in the month of August.
No, and Cindy couldn't find the last one. She was trying to go to. So now she knows where to find Walking. It's right around the corner from your house.
Yeah, it is. I can walk.
She can ride your bike. Yeah. So, and then if they want to have their dock wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So the best place to go is indianriver.gov and search for the Lagoon Division. So just search Lagoon and it should take you to our page, and you'll see our different projects. If you click on projects, you'll see everything that we're working on for the lagoon. You can click on Living Docks and it'll take you to the page where the application can be found. We also post all of our volunteer opportunities there as well.
That's fantastic. And you also have a social media. You can follow Indian River. What are they following on social media? Indian River Lagoon?
So we're actually following the Natural Resources Department on Facebook.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And it's Indian River County Natural Resources.
Yes.
That's what we're looking for. Okay, very good. Well, is there anything else that you want to say? We've got 1 minute left. This is fantastic. Tell me, thank you so much, Melissa, for coming.
Yeah.
So much information. You guys have done such a great job. Will you come back and see us again?
Absolutely. We're always working on projects. We'd love to share them with everyone.
I know. Maybe we'll come and videotape you doing some mats or something like that.
That would be great.
Or wrapping a dock or something like that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Melissa Meisenburg from Indian River County, Senior Lagoon Environmental specialist of the world. We appreciate it. Everybody else out there listening here, all of our guests, thank you so much for coming. Take care of your Indian River Lagoon. Listen to what we're talking about. Do what you can. We know you're already doing little things, but we can always do a little bit more. Be safe out there. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you here next week. Have a great day.